Alrighty.
Learn for yourself why the Wall Street Journal ranks ASU fifth in the nation for producing
Let's try that.
graduates, and why 80%
Whoops.
of ASU grads are recruited within 90 days of graduation. Learn to grow, learn to succeed, and learn to thrive at Arizona State University. To learn more about ASU online degrees,
How's that doing?
35517. That's SCHOOL to 35517. Message and data rates may apply.
Ready to get back to college and finish that bachelor's degree?
Yes.
Love the idea of finishing your degree online?
Yes.
Does the idea of transferring credits sound like an absolute headache?
Yes.
Then transfer your transfer headaches to us. We're Southern New Hampshire University. We're experts in making sure you get the most from your previous college credits. We do practically all the transfer work for you, putting you on the fast track to graduation.
Alrighty.
Send us a text. And we'll
Way more.
discover SNHU and how much time and money you can save with a no-obligation bachelor's degree transfer evaluation by texting.
Way more death and murder happening.
Founded in 1932.
I am queued up.
Higher education far more affordable and accessible. Say yes to finishing your degree. Discover SNHU and how much time and money you can save with a no-obligation bachelor's degree transfer evaluation by texting THINK to 554. That's THINK to 55443. Southern New Hampshire University. See yourself succeed.
Warning. If you're drowning in debt you can't afford, do not let the credit card companies trick you into thinking that you have to pay it all back, because you don't. What the credit card companies don't want you to know is that there's actually a way to get debt-free without paying off your entire debt or going bankrupt. If you have $5,000 or more in credit card debt, you now have the right to let us settle that debt for what you owe. For free information, call Credit Associates now.
I'm not showing you guys, but I'm totally naked from the waist down.
Can't afford to pay off all your debt.
That's how I roll.
Credit card companies
Here, let me
into thinking that you have to
get my hair under control.
now for free information on how to get debt-free faster than you ever thought possible.
We're going with the Immigrant Song.
We depend on your success and offer a guarantee, so there's no risk. For free,
Ah.
1-800-500-8121. That's 1-800-500-8121. 1-800-500-8121.
You owe the IRS. They want their money and will do whatever it takes to get it. But truth is, they would rather settle for less than bother you more. That's why they're offering the Fresh Start program to help you solve your tax problem for good. You may qualify for a settlement that saves you thousands. Nobody knows this program better than Optima Tax Relief.
Optima Tax Relief.
For your free consultation.
Call 800-935-6077. 800-935-6077.
Optima Tax Relief. iHeartRadio does something no other app or website can do. Thousands of live radio stations you can take anywhere. Want to listen to that station in Denver? Like you're in problem in Austin.
Oh, I can do posh and I can do East End. I can do a bunch of different British accents.
66 from Motley Crue on iHeartRadio. Just type in the artist you love and iHeartRadio
It's because of so much time around Brits too, by the way,
and unlimited music.
and that I'm half Canadian.
We already knew that TrueCar could help you find that great deal for your next car, but don't forget, TrueCar is also great for used cars.
Oh,
Certified dealer network.
oh, don't worry.
You have nearly 1 million options for your next car,
I'm doing just fine.
even a gift for your daughter who just graduated. Hey, you might as well celebrate. Check out TrueCar or download the app and enjoy a faster and more confident car buying experience. Some features not available in all states. Listen,
They're 0-4 in elections in 2017. Democrats still believe that the House is in play next year. This is an indication, though, somebody better start sweating. Democratic Party leadership. They need to have somebody out there.
Look at my little devil horns. Look at those.
Gary and Shannon tomorrow morning at 10. KFI AM 640. More stimulating talk.
KFI AM 640, more stimulating talk. It is Super Hyperlocal Sunday. Brian sits in here until 10 p.m. and I am streaming on the YouTube. If you, instead of a really long address, I'll just tell you this. Go to unsheepyourself.com. Unsheep yourself. Like you're a sheep? What if you unsheeped yourself? Go to unsheepyourself.com, and that's the redirect to YouTube. So I'm streaming live. A guy sitting in a studio talking into a mic. playing the immigrant song. Oh, that's me, the bumper killer. So, yeah, the murder rate now, I got to say, this is a super hyper-local Sunday record so far. And I would have to defer to our record keeper, Daisy, to do a quick count on this one. But we're boiling it down from the LA Times to one story. 2 women and a man were killed in 3 unrelated slayings last night in Carson, Lancaster, and Palmdale. And the husband of one victim is in custody, authorities said earlier today. So let's call it Killing A. In Murder A, a husband is suspected of stabbing his wife to death around 11:50 p.m. last night in Lancaster after an argument on the 4200 block of Jonathan Street. This is according to LA County Sheriff's Department. The husband, who has 2 children with the victim, remains in custody while homicide detectives investigate. Slaying B, murder B. So again, A, Lancaster, now murder B. Sheriff's deputies responded to a, quote, medical rescue, close quote, call around 1:30 a.m. Sunday early this morning in Palmdale. They found a man shot multiple times in the upper torso at 70th Street East, south of East Avenue M, Moody said. LA County Sheriff Deputy Kelvin Moody said. The victim was pronounced dead at the scene. And by the way, if you know anything about the paramedic arts or the EMT arts, you know that it requires, there's a pretty damn high bar for someone to be declared dead at the scene. But anyway, man found shot multiple times in the upper torso, 70th Street East, and south of East Avenue M in Palmdale, just miles away from Killing A. So Killing A and Killing B are not connected in any way, shape, or form, except geographically very proximate. Now let's go on to killing number 3. The third killing, let's call it Killing C, which is apropos because it was in Carson, a woman in Carson, 3:30 a.m. this morning. Deputies responded to a person down call, found the woman non-responsive with a traumatic injury to her upper torso. In the 800 block of Pacific Street, she was pronounced dead at the scene, according to Sheriff Deputy Jeffrey Gordon. And this does not count the car accidents this weekend. The reason that this is, that I am highlighting these is because this would have been unusual 3 or 4 years ago, would not have been unusual 20 years ago. In fact, this would have been called a pretty light weekend 20 years ago. But 3 years ago, we would have been saying, wow, what a disturbing uptick in homicides and suspicious deaths. I just want to highlight that. Sheriff's officials provided no other information on homicide C and did not release the identities of any victims or suspects in the 3 killings. Also, Sunday, Glendale police said they arrested a man yesterday in connection with the stabbing death of a 51-year-old man a day earlier. And that guy, it's, what was it, like 29 or 31-year-old man killed a 51-year-old man known to himself there in Glendale. And that's before we get to this one. A man turned himself into authorities after he allegedly shot the mother of his children dead and wounded another man in South Whittier on Saturday. So if you're following along at home, we're at 5 homicides. And I understand there's 19 million people below Santa Barbara. In fact, below Lake Cachuma, let's say. And I understand that murders happened and even some happened in San Diego. It's just that that there just seems to be a curious uptick in the past 2.5 years, which oddly enough coincides with the passing of Prop 47. So anyway, deputies were called to the location regarding a shooting around 11:15 a.m. This one in Whittier. The woman was pronounced dead at the scene. Not long after the shooting, a man gave himself up at a local police department, according to sheriff's officials. So we have, if you're following along at home, 2 fathers